Now, before going to the store, are you thinking what I'm thinking? If that hole is just a small hole, I might be able to fix it without a coupling. And it's going to be with using one of these plugs. These plugs are designed that if you have a drip and you decide to cap it off, you can poke that in there, see? So if my hole is smaller than that, I can take my pliers and take it like that and push it in. Or I think it's on the back side. I might be able to do it with my gloves. I'm going to try that first. I'm going to feel around, and if it's that small, a little bit smaller than that, see? I can fix it with that. So I'm going to try that next before driving back to the store to see if I can't get lucky. Now I felt that hole, and it felt like it was depressed, kind of like after I poke something in like that. It almost feels like maybe there used to be something there. Maybe there was a coupling, a little 1/4 inch tubing coupling there. Maybe there was a little tube going out of there when the guy was digging out all that stuff. He might have come across it. He might have stepped on it. It might have come out. I don't see any existing tube there, so I don't think that's it, but I'm not sure. But in either case, I felt where it is. I'm going to reach back in the back side, push on this to at least make sure it's as big as that so I can put this plug in, okay? That's what I'm going to try. Well, I'm pretty sure I got it this time. I had to use my vice grips because it was on the back side. I could not, for the life of me, push that little plug in there. Even after using that special tool, I haven't come back here yet. I turned the water back on. That son of a gun. The leak has stopped. Ah, glory be. Glory be. And I know the sprinklers are on. Look how much more this one's spraying. Now, that's dripping fine. That's dripping fine. This should be dripping now. Double check that. Sure enough, it is. See? And that's all I want for that one. I'm not sure if I put a 1/2 gallon in there or a 1 gallon. And this one, I should have water on it now. Okay? I saw it drip, and it's not dripping very much yet. And I'm not sure if it just needs to take a second here, but you see, this one's dripping fine now. Okay, and this one should drip. Come on, baby. Oh, I see it. I see it getting ready to drip. I don't know. I may have to change that to a gallon, because this is on the end of a line, and I don't know if that means there's less water there. I got plenty. See, I got plenty of water. I don't know why somebody put that in there. I had a drip in there, but somebody decided to put a sprayer for that whole thing. And I guess what I could do. That's good. That's fixed. I fixed it with that there. I'm wondering if I should just cut the end of this bubbler off and see how much water's coming out of that pipe. I think I'm gonna do that, because there should be more water than that coming through there. All right. You know what? Before I do that, I'm gonna unscrew the end of that one that I installed at the end of the line. There could be air at the end of the line, and this is right before the end of the line. We'll see. There's plenty of water there. Oh, no. Okay. I'm thinking maybe some air was plugged up. And let me see if that's dripping now. It's not. Good grief. It's It's hardly dripping at all. And I don't know if the bubbler is clogged. I'll just cut this off and see. No, see, look at that. See all that water? So that tells me this little bubbler is probably clogged up. I just happen to have some other ones here. And you can make repairs with your water still on, you know, to 1/4-inch tubing. We'll get another one out here. Isn't that something? These are brand new, and the one I happen to put on there is not working, really? Just my luck. Okay. There we go. Turn it on there. Okay. I'll show you that it is dripping now. See down in there? See that? It's dripping all right. Okay. Well, that could have been clogged. That could have gotten clogged because of the other stuff I was doing, and it could have, all likelihood, you know, when the guy was digging and getting a tree stump out after he cracked the pipe, let's say, I could have got some dirt in there after I cut it, replaced the patch and stuff. When the water went through, guess what? Because this tube is towards the end of the line, something could have gotten in there and right there plug this up. Now I'm not gonna take a wire brush or a little thin wire and try to clean that out and stuff. These don't cost that much, and I got it in a 10-pack, and I still got, you know, 6 or 7 of them. In fact, I could save this. I'll save that, okay? I'll save it, and if I get really desperate, I'll know I can clean that out and try it out. I'll just leave the little pipe piece on that I cut. Okay? Good grief. Yeah, see it's dripping now. It's dripping really good. That's all I want, 1/2 gallon. If you got gallon drippers, know that they have 1 gallon drippers, 2 gallon drippers, and 1/2 gallon drippers. That is a 1/2 gallon dripper. This is a 1/2 gallon dripper. See, I use this in the same bag. It's got a red end on it. I don't know if that makes a difference. This one, I put a red end on that from that same one. This is a 1/2 gallon. And this one is hardly dripping. Okay? And that was probably a 1 gallon. And so guess what I'll do? This one, I'll bet you this one's clogged up too. I'll bet you it is. So guess what I'll do? Yep, I got. I'll put a half gallon in there. Okay, that's what I'll do, and that's why I give a little bit extra in case you ever got to do stuff. You watch when I cut this, water's going to come out of here. See there? That tells you that this one was plugged up. I'm going to save that. I think that's a gallon container too, because she used to have a big bush in here. Okay, so I just take that and twist it on, right on the quarter. Okay, like that. Now, and I can check that, and it's going fine. Let's see there. That's all you need for a little container such as this, and I'm just gonna keep it right down here in the middle, and I've got this situated between some little branches so that can't slide out and come out over here. And see, I had attached it before using the little 90-degree elbow to come around the corner. I had to clean out some stuff there, tied it into the same drip irrigation. Boom. This happened to have drip irrigation in it already. See, here's the end. Here's the end with one of those silly ends from before that was leaking, and I had attached stuff on there before, and I used little inline bubblers. See this little thing here? That's an inline bubbler. And we used to have some plants in here, See, and I put one there, and I put inline bubblers everywhere. See, this one's dripping too. Can you see it? And that was because I had some additional plants here. I'm just going to leave those inline bubblers alone, knowing that I could probably go to the store and get some more plants like that. Maybe boom, boom, boom. Get a plant, hang off of here, boom, boom, boom. Here's my little deal for that. Whoosh, like that. I'm going to be going home tomorrow. I wanted to make sure all this stuff worked. And this plant gets plenty of water now. It's right up against here. The sun shines on that. This thing will come back to life. This thing will stay. I've been watering this, but see, it's gonna get like this without enough water. I put a little bit of water in there every morning, but now I don't have to because it's attached to the drip irrigation. Now that's off because I was having it on test mode. Okay. And so there you go. I got her. And now, am I done? No, I'm not done. Now I can push all the dirt back in. I'll wait a little bit. I'll clean up and do some stuff and let the water kind of dissipate down in there. Do all my other cleaning up. And then I'll push all the dirt back in there. And then I'll respread the bark. The ground cover bark that she has in here, and it will look like I was never here. Don't forget to clean up. That's part of your project, and you're not done until it's done. All right? All righty then. I'm glad that's over with. That's all I got for this time. But I'll be back with more videos, and I never know what I'm going to show next, so you might want to stick around. And if you're looking for something particular, I've got over 4,000 DIY how-to videos on my channel. Go to my main channel page, click on playlists, and I put them all into different playlist categories. I've got probably 50 different categories, so look for those. I even got nature, I got inspirational videos, I got just for fun videos, but the main thing I do is DIY videos because I know if I can do it in Average Joe, you can do it too. See you next time.